this next technique is swinging pendulum. Swinging pendulum is off of a right roundhouse kick. And what we're doing is exploring going up the circle with the back leg. In this case, it'll be the left leg. And when we go up the circle, we're taking our body off the line of the kick, especially the kick's impact, right? And that's going to basically deflate the power of the kick. We've used this same move in repeating mace and reversing mace, so it should feel a little familiar with you. We're just using it in a different context here. So the guard is up against the roundhouse kick. The roundhouse comes in. Another thing we're introducing in this technique is the universal block. Universal block is taking an inward block and a downward block, combining them, and basically creating a full body shield with an upper zone shield and a lower zone shield. I'm going to use that, being sure that I put a little mechanics behind it with the left leg going up the circle. So as the roundhouse kick is coming in at me, I'm moving up the circle with the universal block. Now that left leg stepped to 430. Now I'm aimed at 1030, and I'm going to push, drag forward with a little hammer strike to the groin, or step up. Hammer strike to the groin. Notice that the left hand checks high. When the head comes down, I meet the head with a rising elbow. I'm going to tick the left leg up to 3 o'clock to get myself directional harmony with the elbow strike to the face. Cross out, step back, on guard. So we're exploring angles, we're exploring going up the circle with the technique, and we're also exploring a new set of blocks, combining the inward block and the downward block into what we call a universal block. Mr. Gabe? All right, so let's go ahead and plant you up front there so that they can kind of see this front arm coming in. So as the roundhouse comes in, I'm going up the circle with the left leg. The point of impact would have been right here. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the body, the target, off the line by stepping up the circle. The right hand becomes the predominant defense. So that means that I'm using that right inward block more than I am the left downward block. That's more of an insurance policy. So as he's coming in, my right hits above the knee joint, and then the left protects it just in case this shin comes in at it. Okay? So taking it from there, we block, then push drag, hammer strike the groin. The hammer strike to the groin then morphs into an elbow strike, catching him as he reacts from the groin shot. Left leg ticks up the circle to 3 o'clock with the elbow, cross out, and step back on guard. Okay? One more angle. Mr. Gade comes in, I block, hammer strike the groin, strike up to the face, cross out, on guard. Okay? Thank you, sir. So things to really be specific on while you're practicing this are the angles. Real nice and slow. Left leg steps up, 430 up the circle. Universal block morphs into a hammer strike to 1030. Then the 3 o'clock left leg, elbow strike, cross out, step back on guard. Okay, so practice those angles. Be very, very specific with them, and you'll get this technique, swinging pendulum.